Human civilization has always known conflict. But it wasn't until the 20th century that the scope magnified to such a bloody scale as to engulf the entire world. In the aftermath of the war to end all wars, Adolf Hitler and his Nazi party fanned the flames of a broken and dispirited nation, rebuilding the country from the ashes of the Versailles Treaty into a fascist juggernaut that seemed unstoppable. They pushed all the way to the Atlantic in their blitzkrieg, with England their next target. But Winston Churchill and his small island nation won the Battle of Britain, holding out through Hitler's terror bombing for an entire year. They stoked the fires of freedom long enough to stay alive and to save the world. After Pearl Harbor, the United States, with all its military and industrial muscle, entered the war. First Africa, then Italy, and then finally Fortress Europe itself. You, soldier, are a part of this great crusade. Are you ready to rise above and beyond the call of duty?
Okay, so first let me start off by saying Happy Memorial Day, everyone. Hope you all had a good, hope you're having a good day off, or if you're watching this after the fact, I hope you're still going well for you. So I decided to do something kind of appropriate and went back to the very first Medal of Honor game I happen to have. Haven't played this in God knows how long. It's got to be well over a decade. And said, it's Memorial Day, why not choose like kind of something appropriate for the day? And I don't think it's going to get much better than this. So this is Medal of Honor, the very first one. Personally, I've always liked Medal of Honor back in the day. I mean, I know they got kind of repetitive because they're just doing the same game over and over again, like pretty much what its direct competition for many years was. Like, I personally don't like Call of Duty, I never have, but the only one I liked is the one that nobody else likes, and that's all I'm going to say about that. But let's start from the very beginning with a PlayStation 1 classic, Medal of Honor. Let's go.
Good morning, Lieutenant. I'm Colonel Hargrove from the Office of Strategic Services. I'll get right to the point. The OSS was formed 2 years ago by presidential order to serve as the intelligence branch of the United States military. Our mission is anything and everything. Espionage, sabotage, subversion, search and rescue, you name it, we do it. Now, from time to time, we recruit people from outside of the regular ranks, especially if they've got a particular skill we need. Like you, Lieutenant Patterson. What you did last Monday got our attention. I know you consider yourself just another anonymous pilot in the Transport Corps, but taking out a half a dozen of the Wehrmacht and then sneaking back into friendly territory is quite an impressive feat of soldiering by anyone's measure. I had your records from basic and OCS pulled. Your instructors gave you high marks for weapons and munitions training. You were the top marksman in your class, excellent leadership skills, noted for being especially smart and resourceful. I also had your university transcript pulled. You were just one semester away from getting your aerospace engineering degree before you enlisted. You had earned straight A's from start to finish.
I'm a great soldier,
In short,
aren't
Lieutenant, you're just the kind of man we're looking for. But it's completely up to you whether you want to join us or not. Unfortunately, there's not much time to make a decision, so if the answer is yes, you'll be on a plane within the hour heading back to France. If it's no, you'll be ordered to forget we ever had this conversation. So, Lieutenant Patterson, what will it be?
Oh, the OSS, huh? Today known as the CIA. Okay, find the downed plane, page 1. Start by locating the downed plane and see where the trail leads. The pilot logbook is also missing, so be on the lookout for this as well. For it as well. Hint, to gain control of the German machine gun, press the action button. Oh my god. I remember how the modern, the later Sonic games, they had this problem. They would give really stupid hints that are just obvious, but that's the dumbest thing I've ever seen, especially so early on in the game era. It would be one thing if they actually said press the square button, that would be just as stupid, but I don't know. On to victory. Yeah, alright. Alright, so do I have any other weapons? Yeah, but okay, made. Okay, so do I have a Okay. Trying to... Gotta get used... Okay, that's about to say. I knew there was a aim somewhere. Okay. There's gonna be a little while to get used to. Okay. Oh, I do remember that. I do remember that. The like they get their head, like their helmet and gun stays. I do remember that. All right. Like I said, I haven't played this game in well over a decade, so this is like kind of like really unfamiliar territory. I don't remember the plots or the missions. I do remember Rising Sun, as well as Frontline, mostly because the battles they did were very like what? Whoa. Whoa. Huh. Just get down. Jeez. I gotta love the 90s era where it was like there was like furnitureless homes. Good times. Do I not have a sidearm, like, at all? I just have the grenades, huh? Yeah, I don't have a 1911 or anything. Music is a little dramatic, but I can live with it. I can work with it. Let's actually try to be more skillful here. Back in the day, things were very different. So that's the reason why I'm, like, kind of being a little more... Ow! Yeah, I don't think the Nazis were using the same guns we were. I mean, I really don't. I don't think they were even using the same caliber, so... Just go from here. Okay. Time to exploit the one thing everybody hates about the Medal of Honor games later on. Or not? Oh wait, that was probably later. If you don't know what I'm talking about, there was a in the later Medal of Honor games, Frontline, Rising Sun, and all those games, they had this thing going around where, like, basically you went to a gun turret, like, tons of enemies would just pop out of nowhere, but they only showed up if you went to the gun turret. If you didn't go to the gun turret, they never showed up. It was like one of the more annoying things that they did in the Medal of Honor games in the PlayStation 2 era. Oh, they got really good helmets. Ow. Where the heck did you come from? God. Okay, this is... I'm getting a little too comfortable here. Whoa. I don't know how you guys did not see me, but... Gotta love this era. Alright. Yeah, man, this is actually kind of like weird that going back to this one now that I think about it. Like, just because of how much games have changed. I'm still having like nostalgia of it a little bit, but it's not like it was like with other games. Mostly because even though I did like this game growing up, it I seem to remember more fondly the or at least more vividly and fondly the PlayStation 2 era with like Medal of Honor Frontline and Rising Sun, and I don't think I really played any of the other ones now that I think about it. I think I only played those two. Yeah. Whoa. Ow. Oh, there you are. Okay. These controls are bizarre to me. I won't go as far as to say they're bad. I mean, I've seen that are make far less sense than these, but it's still just kind of weird. Oh. Yeah, the gun doesn't overheat, by the way. It's just letting that out there. Well, but here's an excuse to use this. Whoops. Not when that happens, though. Not when that happens either. I'll give you points. That was actually, like, really intelligent. I thought that would actually ran away, and then as soon as the grenade blew up, he immediately went right back to it. Gotta give him credit there. The AI credit there. Well, there we go. This is what I was talking about with the other games. Except it seems to only be 2 people instead of, well, in this case 3. But it doesn't look like it's not like the other games. Like in the other Medal of Honor games, it's like they just come all out of the woodwork, and it's only because you went to the machine gun, like I just did. Like, chances are, if I didn't go to the gun, like, these guys wouldn't show up. That was actually on accident, but I'll take it. Okay, this music is really bizarre. Like, I know it's a loop, but like, it's like so over dramatic and everything when nothing's really happening. All right. This is really getting down. Speaking of which, there's the pilot log. I'll give you points for... I guess this one that's like an ideal time to throw a grenade, but I didn't. Alright, moving on. Okay, here we go, and... Oops, not the best time to reload. And I'm... Yeah, and I'm just wildfiring right now. There explains the plane. Yeah, this just feels weird. This is like one of those things I don't think anyone's really going to get unless you play it. Because it's just such a... It's just such a strange, like, when you compare it to modern shooters, even like, you know, someone who's kind of familiar with like the 90s style, like as in like the Duke Nukem 3D style, like this just feels so awkward. It's smooth though, I gotta say, like it's actually like the controls are actually pretty spot on. I don't feel like they're too sensitive or not sensitive enough. Like, it looks like DreamWorks definitely put some time and effort into this. Well, just do us both a favor. No, I don't have too many nice things to say about you guys. Screw it. Let's do it. See, there's nobody here. Let's just test this theory. I wonder if they're just gonna pop out when I think so. I guess I was wrong on that one. Triumph! Keep it up, soldier. Working for the CIA. Kinda. The precursor. Rating, excellent. Okay, the fight continues. I do remember all that. These like little loading screens. I do remember that. I think they did that in the sequel too. Underground. I think they did the same thing. All right. Yeah, you can't do melee attacks or sneak around, so it really is just going around blowing people away. It was game design was very different back then, so you gotta forgive these things. Yeah, I don't have money. I don't have ammo for that, so no, we're not doing that. All right. Alright. Okay, moving on. I wish I had like a counter for like my objectives, seeing like which ones I got done or whatever. And yet, but I do not. Yeah, I think I'll just go stick with this. Yeah, I don't think the Nazis were using the M1 Garand. I don't think. In fact, I don't think they were using 30-06. All right. Well, at least I got that to tell me where I'm at. All right. Where am I supposed to go now? Oh, there we go. Whoa! Wasn't trying to do it that way, but that'll get him out too, probably. Or not. Yeah, now my recklessness is finally starting to have consequences. Okay. I only found one radio. Is there any other ones? That's not what I was intending, but that'll work. I expected obviously maybe some things to be destroyed, but not like that. Okay. Yeah, definitely not perfected, but yeah. Again, different time. Wonder what took down DreamWorks Interactive. Ow! Come! Oh, there you are. Yeah, my recklessness is finally being rewarded here. So, time to kind of play more like a traditional first-person shooter without any kind of melee or sneak attack. Again, you gotta remember, it's a different time. Okay. Alright. Yeah, this thing, I never fired one of these things, so I don't know how accurate or inaccurate it is. I know weapons were different back then, but still, it was pretty bad. Okay. I think the officers are blind in this game, because, like, I've killed multiple, and, like, it doesn't seem like there's much consequence here. Yeah, I do like, I mean, it is kind of weird just like how smooth this game is, like in comparison to like other shooters of this era. I do remember that. That carried on into the other games. In fact, I think they did it more often. Like, even with the rifles, they would, like, when they're dying, they hold down the trigger, they start shooting to wherever. In the other games, it can kill other people, if I recall correctly. But it's more for show. So much for that. I do remember that as well. They couldn't... Oh, no, it did work for them. Didn't matter, but... Yeah, they can kick it. They can, like, kick the grenade away. I didn't think it worked there, but it did. Looks like it did actually work out for him. Alright. Alright. Triumph. Keep it up, soldier. Okay, the fight continues. Let's do this thing. Alright, so do I still have my SMG or yes I do. Surprised I don't have a sidearm. Again, different time. At least you got a different soundtrack this time around. Yeah. Whoa. That's a very interesting thing to teach a dog. There, you dumb dog. You gonna leave me alone? We're gonna have to kill you. Alright. Got 37 grenades. A lot of grenades. I did not expect that with the dog, by the way. I do not remember that at all. I mean, that caught me completely off guard. Whoa. Yeah, I'm blown away by that still, actually. Alright. Alright. Whoa! Ow. Oh, there you are. I'm surprised I got him that time, to be honest. How many grenades do I have now? 47. Wow, got him. You catch. Yeah, catch that and bring that to me. I did not hit him. I just want to make that clear. I'm just going to say it. I did not... My gun was not aiming at him. Like, at all. Okay, let's move on. Yeah, I know where to exit to, but I'm gonna do a quick check around the place. I never did find an ammunition cache. Or is that outside the place? I thought I was pretty thorough, honestly. Caution in the wind and just hold down the fire button until the threat. Oh, there it is. There we go. There's the weapon cache they were talking about. Alright. Time to do this the old-fashioned American way. If they are, please. If I'm wrong or right, please, by all means. Okay. Okay. I know using a shotgun back in World War II was frowned upon. If you don't know what shotgunners had to go through in World War II, it is not good. It's actually like very harsh. It was because using such a weapon like a shotgun back then, while it definitely happened and it was definitely used, captured shotgunners, yeah, it's pretty harsh. Alright, so no warning this time, let's do it. Triumph! Keep it up, soldier. Good times. Very weird time, but...
This operation is being planned as a success. We cannot afford to fail. With that declaration, the tone for D-Day was set. Allied troops were towed across the channel, seated inside gliders, whose pilots had only one chance for a successful landing. Thousands more traveled to France aboard Higgins boats, amphibious landing craft that were the key to the Allied triumph on D-Day. But the fight for Europe was just beginning, and not everything was going according to plan.
Ooh. Well, Warner, secret code discovered. See code list. So that was the first mission. Yeah, it was actually kind of a fun little throwback for me, honestly. One thing I really want to do real quick, because I gotta see if this is real. Like I said, I refuse to look at any like videos or anything true, but I heard a certain code will allows a dinosaur mode or something, and the code is Spielberg. So I was half right. And I feel like an idiot. It's 2 S's. Which is, I don't know what the point is. I guess they really felt like they had to fill up the entire thing. But, whatever. As long as this code is real, I can live with that. Alright. Oh, I spelt it wrong again. Shoot! Alright. Please be right. Okay, got it. So if what I understand, this is only in multiplayer. But yeah, I've never seen it before, so I'm going in completely blind here. It's just... Okay, let me plug in another controller real quick. And the raptor's name is Steven. Very cute. Alright. Let's do this thing. On to victory, because everyone knows that the United States and the Allied forces used dinosaurs, biological dinosaurs, to win the war.
The Velociraptor versus Gunther.
Achtung an alle Techniker. Möglicher Einbruch ins Sicherheitssystem. Seien Sie wachsam.
Yeah, okay. Alright, so it's funny that they can actually see the dinosaur is holding a gun, huh? Yeah, a little interesting. Alright. Holy.
Tierarztkampf Südeingang.
Sh-
Fahren der Strecke scheinbar krank. Machen jede ziemliche Sauerei.
sh- This is so weird. I still am like in shock that this is real. Like honestly, I thought it was gonna be like literally like a dinosaur mode, like you can't use guns or something. Kind of like I don't know what I was actually expecting. I actually really thought this was kind of a joke. Like I said, I read it in a magazine. My brother told me about it, and then I read it somewhere else, and I had to look up the same source, and here it is. Well, that's a very bizarre. I mean, it's funny. I just don't understand the. I don't know. Then again, it's just the mentality of a very strange. I mean, like, when did this game come out? I actually don't have the game near me. Yeah, that was a really bizarre thing to see. Yeah, I guess they just wanted to really jump in on the popularity of Jurassic Park, which I guess I can't blame them. But yeah, so I just wanted to see if this was real. Turns out it is, and I'm simultaneously disappointed, but at the same time, not really. So, again, I really did not expect this to happen, but at the same time, it's like really weird to see, like this. I don't know. I also think it's kind of weird how this battle is over, like technically, and yet we can still shoot each other. It's just not calculating score, which is bizarre. But yeah, that's that. Yeah, it's definitely a sight. But anyway, in all seriousness, happy Memorial Day, y'all. Hope you enjoy your days off, or if you are working, hopefully it's a little bit of a luxury for you. Say God bless and thank all our fallen military members of the armed forces of the United States, as well as other nations. Later.